Yes, good morning and welcome to Straight Up for today. Today is the 29th of July, with 2 more days in the month here. And I'm your host, Jerry Small. You know, this is Straight Up on News Talk 93 FM. And the studios on News Talk 93 FM are on the Mona campus of the University of West Indies. We are heard all over. Well, we didn't. As soon as you want, you can start with receiving your phone calls, because yesterday, because I was sure and we didn't get to accept as many phone calls as what we usually can accept on a Monday. Well, here it is now. I heard that a well-known Jamaican died in Canada. Well-known Jamaican, very successful, named Mr. Chang. I forget his first name. Very successful, and successful materially and in life and so on. And the Prime Minister gave out a statement, at his death, issuing condolences and sympathy and all the way to his family. And she said, Chang's death. I don't think she said Chang. I think she said Mr. Chang. Mr. Chang's death has robbed Jamaica of certain things, and she named out some things that Chang's death has robbed Jamaica of. Now, who is putting these words of idiocy into the Prime Minister's mouth? Somebody writing speech for her. No, that's not her words. Somebody writing speech for her and telling her to say that Chang's death has robbed us. Now, what kind of idiot argument is that? How can somebody's death rob us? But them trying to use English in a way that sound like, them have a good command of English and them have a good turn of phrase. It's just appearances, Not even thinking about what them saying, just thinking about the effect. Them thinking about the effect of what them saying have, Sound good and it sound original and it sound. It's an idiot argument. How can death rob us of anything? Death. Somebody's died, and that rob us of something. After the person give them whole life and give so much else about them, death rob us. Well, you didn't want to rob the rest. You didn't want to rob the rest of what the man have. You never get to take everything off him. That's all that means, Is death robbed us of this and that. Mean that you never get to scrape out everything off him. So Jamaica never get to scrape out Mr. Chang pocket clean. So that's why I'm death robbers. How can death rob you of anything? Somebody get them life, them give them whole life. Both give them whole life to help in Jamaica manifest its dreams. And you talk about if boys leave Jamaica and stop running for Jamaica. Merlin not to leave Jamaica. You talk about Merlin not to leaving Jamaica has robbed us after she gets so much. It's an idiot talking and idiot thinking, and then people writing down these things and giving the Prime Minister to read. Because it sounds good. Writing these idiot things onto our speech paper and putting these things into our mouth and make us start these things. Foolishness. Oh, Mandela death robs. So I hear people, I hear it. I think I heard him hear Obama talk some foolishness like that. Mandela death has robbed us. I must say them speech them read back Obama's speech and regurgitate, recycle it. Mandela death can rob South Africa. The man give him whole life and nearly 30 years of that in a prison. And you talk about him death rob you of things. Idiot argument, man. If you really appreciate a person, you couldn't say that. If you really appreciate what a person give them, how a person give them life, no matter how short it is, then Jesus Christ's crucifixion rob you too. Him say him a pay for you. Him say him willing to give him life to pay for you. And him pay for you and that rob you. That means you want him pay for you, bail you. Redemption mean bail you. Redemption, redeem mean when somebody come pay money where you owe. Either money that you owe or time. Or you're supposed to condemned to don't come out of prison. And somebody come pay for you, come make you come out by giving something. That's what redemption means. Redeem. Somebody redeem you. And the man say him going to redeem you. And him redeem you and him give him life. Them say him crucify him at 32 or 33 years old. So the crucifixion rob the crucifixion rob humanity as Jesus Christ work? That's a joke. People don't understand life. Them don't really understand life. All them do is fear death. Most people, them don't concentrate on understanding life. Them concentrate on fearing death, and the fear of death dominates people, most people life from the time that them have sense. When you're a little baby, you don't fret about death, you know. You only fret about where your mother there, where the breast there. When you're born and come out, you only fret from the breast. And you will bad if you can't find the breast. Little more when the baby start learn from adults now. When you start learn the things from adults. Because little baby not fretting now. But them learn fretting from adults when them reach about 1.5, 2, 3 year old. Them start to learn bad habits from adults. But before that, them don't really have no bad habits. A baby don't really fret about death. And people, when them get human sense, them start fret about death. Them whole life dominated by fretting about death. So instead of you live a full life, all you have to fret about death. The whole life you have fret about death. Wonder when me go dead. Wonder if me go dead. Wonder what go kill me. Wonder if me go rich before me dead. Wonder if when me dead, plenty people will come on my funeral. Wonder if me will get a nice turnout. Wonder if the cost and the casket are going to look good. All kind of idiot things people fretting about. And through that, them don't get to understand life. Most people don't understand life. Most people spend most of them energy and them intelligence fretting about death. Talking about death robbing us. Man, I talk about Mandela death robbed South Africa. Like a poetic argument. Bob Marley death robbed us of many more hits that him could have made. The man work as hard as possible in his life. 18 hours in the studio some days. Many days him spend 18 hours in the studio and talk about him. Bob Marley death robbed you. How you do and creep everything out of Bob Marley's pocket. That's what it sounds like unconsciously. That's maybe what you might be feeling. Say, boy, sorry, I never get to know Bob better. Maybe he could have given me one of them second-hand car. Or sorry, I never know Bob better. Maybe he could have this. Or just thinking about what more he could have get out of him. It's foolishness. And you waste your time instead of living your life and getting the things that you want for yourself. You wait for the big man pass through. Or you wait for the foreigner come in. You all call your relative foreigner, to them live a foreigner come in and say, boy, the foreigner there, you know. I'm going to see if we can get something out of them. You call all your relative foreigner. You know, it don't make no sense. Don't make much sense. Teaching people to talk themselves down. All them idiot arguments, what is it? Teaching people to talk themselves down. And to talk life down. You know, you talk yourself down. Say, boy, you say to somebody, say, oh, what you do? Well, most time people understand when you ask them what they do, you know, what them take up them time with, what is them occupation. Somebody will tell them, boy, I'm just a security guard now, I'm just a this, I'm just a that. You know, less than nobody, man. You're a security guard or you're this or that. You know, less than nobody, you're not just anything. But you can't use that word, I can't tell you what to say, nothing wrong, it's not a crime if it's so. But most time we talk ourselves down. Talk ourselves down. Till we never talk and think ourselves up and over and above other people's stillness. That is equally stupid. Equally stupid. Talking yourself down and overrating yourself. Underrating yourself and overrating yourself is equally stupid. Equally wasteful. Wasteful, you know. But as I say, the greatest thing, one of the greatest thing you can do is start to decide that I am going to observe life and understand life. Observe life and understand life. You are a part of life. You are a piece of life. You get a body. You get a body upon loan. You are a part of life. You get a body upon loan for your lifetime. For your body lifetime. You get a body upon loan. And little more when the loan, you already afraid upon when the loan ever call you. You know, fret upon, never afraid upon that. You know, own nothing. The whole thing I will take back. You know, I go own nothing. You know, own nothing. You can't pay for it neither. So no. You get it on loan, you can't pay for it. It's an interest-free loan. That's not even, it's a grant. It's not even a loan, it's a grant, yes. You are granted life. A true man. You are granted life. A grant is a gift, you know. Like you need some money to do something, and somebody know, or some people know, say it's a worthwhile thing you're doing, and we say, alright, I'm going to give you the money to do that. And you have to pay it back, I'm going to give you the money, but you must do it, you know. So you get a grant. That's what a grant, an educational grant instead of a loan. You don't get a student loan, you get an educational grant. You don't have to pay it back, but we will be watching you to see if you make good use of it, you know. That's a grant. Well, yeah, you get a body. You are granted life. Yes, you are granted life, but you get the body upon loan. Or you have freight boat, or a freight boat, no, you can't pay fee, right? And you was not asked to pay back fee. It will be taken back. Just try to get back in a good, when it's a good condition, I mean, it's not for all, and no grey or nothing in it. Just get back with as little abuse as possible. And if the more it all, that's one I think, the more it all, the more it's valuable. Your body where you get, and I like car, and more like land, because land is a living thing, you know. Land is a living thing. You never know. You think it's a land there? Land is a living thing, and that's where you come from. That's where you born out there. You come from out there, land. All of us come from out of the earth. And land, the earth is a living thing. We are just a little part of the earth, a little being, and a part of the earth. A part of the earth. So, you get the land upon loan, but you know, so the land is a land grant also. And you spend most time fretting about, you know, in sense of fret about in a lifetime, and you fret, you try to get back in a good condition, like how you're supposed to keep the earth in a good condition. And as I said, land now is the only thing where it increases the value of time. Even when people abuse it, it still increases the value of time. Well, all car and newspaper, you buy the paper, when you buy the paper, the value gone down. But the value is still there, because you get the value that by the information when you know. But as far as the value of it, as each day pass, I'm sure sometimes the paper, to some people the value go up to all the old paper, all the paper, a Gleaner 180-year-old. A Gleaner 180-year-old from the first day Gleaner was published in 1834. That's very valuable. But most things the value go down with time. Like old car, or even new car. When you buy the car, the value start go down. Unless you have someone that not so sensible person willing to buy that new car for you for more than what you buy for. Because that happens sometimes when cars scarce. When cars scarce, or when a certain kind of car is scarce, you will have to pay more and more for it. But most times, as a rule, most things, material things from you buy them, the value start go down. But human life now, human life, and even the human body, depends on how you take care of it, the value go up and up. So you can go and fret about the grey hair are coming in and you know say how more values that. You're not selling yourself as no slave, you know. But the better you live your life is the more values gone upon your life. Both the life or inside of the body and the body itself. So you can stop fret and stop follow all them arguments where people are pushing a prime minister mouth. Idiot speechwriter them. Idiot speechwriter put an idiot argument in a prime minister mouth, and when people hear them believe their wisdom and go follow them, received wisdom. So them call it now, received wisdom. Wisdom where you get from things where you get from other people, and you call it wisdom because the person wise, or anything them say supposed to be wise, so I'm going to take is received wisdom or conventional wisdom. Everybody always agrees that that thing wise, so everybody, so you decide say it wise is wisdom. So you call that conventional wisdom. True, everybody did say it wise. Or the received wisdom is some of the wisdom where you say you get from people who are wise, or anything where them talk supposed to be wise. You know? Anything them talk must be wise. Like Mandela. Mandela read that thing one time now, and it strike him as very wise. And him start to quote that thing when him read. But afterward people start to praise him, say, boy, what a wise man like Mandela, man, you hear what him say. Boy, and people start saying, according to Nelson Mandela, you must not small up yourself to make other people feel good. But it's not Nelson Mandela that said a word person. He heard those words from a little white girl who was writing. And after a while, them repeated so much that people start taking from Mandela words and then start praising people. And Mandela never yet tell the people, well, I don't know if him never yet, but never much or never publicly tell people, say, it's not my words anyway, it's something that I read somewhere. So afterward, Oprah Winfrey, who almost worshipped Mandela, but that's why I respect her, because although she almost worshipped Mandela, she was not afraid to tell him publicly that what? You should have made people know that it's a girl, it's a little white girl wrote that thing and you heard it and you see it nice and you repeat it. And instead of that, you take praise for years for that wisdom. And you never tell people say somebody heard it from. So Oprah Winfrey never afraid to tell Mandela that, and I respect her for that. She never tell him with no bad feeling or hurt him or embarrass him, but she told him publicly. And that is how it's respected. People tell you the truth publicly, not to hurt you, but to try and correct you. And usually people who still like that are also willing to be corrected themselves too. That's why I say I admire Oprah for that, because she almost worshipped Nelson Mandela, and yet she saw it fit to correct an abuse that was being carried out, because any of us can abuse a situation. And most time we abuse a situation, we do it unknowingly, not really aware that we are abusing. Abuse means you use something in a wrong way. That's what abuse means. Use something in a wrong way. Abuse. Abuse. Most time we abuse situation or abuse people unknowingly. Sometimes we do it knowingly and deliberately. But most time human beings abuse a situation and do it unknowingly. Like you have a pass to go in a stadium, and you and your girlfriend have a pass, or you and your next school friend have a pass, or you and your next footballer get a pass. And you go in a stadium with your friend and you take 3 months and go back outside and get somebody else in out, in out. And you're bringing about 20 people to pass because you carry your friend pass outside. After a while you're abusing the situation. Because stadium going full up on that time, and when it's full up nobody else can come in. So through you carrying so much people in that free pass thing, some of the people will come, they know well and come to the game and save up the money to come to the game. Can't see the game because you carrying 40 people with your pass. So what you do, you abuse the pass or you abuse the privilege. Privilege is one of the things where people abuse the most. Sometimes people abuse children, abuse them friend, abuse them a different thing, but privilege is the thing where people abuse the most. Priority to do things that most other people don't have the ability to do. That's a privilege. Most time people abuse privilege. People abuse children. People abuse all kind of things. People abuse them age. You know, so through your whole now you want everything you get on the young people, not forget, and you can abuse the age and abuse the position. Most things can be abused, but anyway, most of the abuse that carry out, we do it unknowingly or not deliberately or not with no bad feeling, but sometimes after we do it, you know it, it's still there. Well, I know, so I abuse the situation, but I still have a hold on the thing, so I go. But all this I'm talking about is just from when I hear those idiot words that somebody should be in the Prime Minister mouth. But say debt has robbed, Mr. Chang, debt has robbed Jamaica of this and that. We are ungrateful. When you thought that you are ungrateful, you get so much out of Mr. Chang. And instead of being grateful for how much you get, you're talking about it shouldn't dead yet because we could have get more out of time. That's what I mean. That's ungrateful. Ungrudgeful too. And you the speechwriter and make the Prime Minister look grudgeful. But she's responsible now. Although you're the speechwriter, we can't blame you alone. She's also responsible for read the thing where you're right here and say to herself, no, this is foolishness. Or no, speechwriter, I'm not accepting this. But she trusts you. So everything that you're pushing her and give her for read, she read it. And sometimes she don't read it over before. Well, that's her fault. Her responsibility is to read it over before. Find the time. We don't say you're busy, but find the time to read it over before. You must find the time. You almost say, I can't tell you what to do. But if you have any sense, you must use the sense. All human beings have sense, so it's not a matter if you have any sense. Use the sense we have. Once you use the sense we have, nobody can blame you for any mistake you do. You make because you use the sense we have, but foolishness, man. People don't appreciate life enough. That's why they're afraid of death so much. Afraid of death. And people want to come intimidate you on the basis say, them can do you something. That's what most people want to do, intimidate you on the basis that them can do you something. Them don't understand them head from them toe, much as I come threaten you, so them can do you something. And that is strength, so they can do something negative to somebody else. It will make you see how strong you are. That are your strength. Let us see. Your strength, most of your strength is supposed to be in your head and your heart. That's where most of your strength is supposed to be. If you don't realize it, then with the rest of your body, your strength is going in. Your right arm and your left arm and your right foot and your left foot. And your backbone, your brain not fully loaded. Well, it's best if your brain and your heart is fully loaded. Let's go for a break, straight up. Yes, congratulations to our youth them, man. Our youth them at Glasgow in Scotland here. Youth win the shot put and the youth win the 100 and medals in the 100 from Ashmead and Veronica Campbell Brown is back on top. She don't come first, but she's still on top, you know. And the three Jamaican ladies them right up there. It's great. Time after time after time. How does our performance compare with theirs? Me and you, we are performing like them time after time after time. Are we performing like them? Are we doing our best all the while? All the while, every time, in regardless of embarrassment and shame and all kind of different things that them pass through, bouncing back every time. Are we equal to them task? And yet we can be, yes we can. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up.
Jerry.
Welcome, Wagwan.
Jerry.
Yes, sir.
I remember the other day visit down at the Marcus Garvey thing there, you was down there. Yeah. And you was saying that you're not looking at a friend from Portia. You remember?
I don't remember saying so, but I remember that I'm not.
And now you're deaf on the lady again, boy. You come like when you sleep at night time, your wife supposed to hear your call.
We have any more calls there?
Eh?
We have any more calls there?
You're supposed to hear your call her name in your sleep, don't you?
You look friend from her. I don't need a friend from her.
You call her name too much, man. If you do good, you talk. If you do bad, you talk.
You look friend from her. I don't have no time to keep up no tracing with you. Back way. Back off and back way. And go look friend from her. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello. Yes, the youth them there. Yeah, man, Veronica Campbell back, coming silver there after a brilliant, another brilliant African blessing. She named Blessing, Nigeria. She named Blessing, wicked and, when I say wicked, I mean wicked in a terrible way. Terrible and dreadful among the heathen. Yes, among the heathen. Blessing from Nigeria. And the Jamaican lady them, second, third. I love Karen Stewart so much. I love her so much, you know. She's just quiet and dignified and just beautiful African character and soul. And Shaloni Calvert, beautiful little young lady, may I tell you them, terrible and dreadful. Morning, welcome to Straight Up. Good morning, welcome. Straight Up.
Indeed, Brother Jerry.
Yes, sir.
I hope I'm coming through clear.
Yes, you are. You mean, what you say, you are, Rob?
No, sir, I don't want to rob at all.
I think so, you didn't say you are here.
Unless I rob a dub.
Yeah, why, man?
Yes, Brother Jerry, a rather unfortunate situation, to say the least, has developed and have been brought to my attention.
Yeah.
And I would like to make a suggestion. Here goes.
Yeah.
I gather that the Bank of Nova Scotia, is it?
Yeah, man.
Have awarded children a number of scholarships who have done well in their GSAT.
Yeah.
No, Brother Jerry, I gather that the top student would have gotten one of these scholarships.
Yeah.
It so happened that a student from Nagohead Primary got 90%.
Yeah.
And a student from another school got 89.6. Due to some apparent error on the part of the Ministry of Education, the result for the top one did not make it to the Scotia Bank.
Oh, you mean the results didn't reach them?
Indeed.
Yeah.
They got their, well, put it this way, they got the other student who just barely missed that mark.
Yeah.
No, I get the principal of the Nagohead Primary. I've been trying to get in touch with the Ministry of Education. And she's been told that the relevant person involved is overseas and all kind of half dead and comfort.
Yeah.
I would love to suggest to the ministry, or perhaps the bank, but most likely the ministry, since after them fast, to allow the student who got it to remain with it, but give the student who got the top mark, you know, in order to not to cause any disturbance for the child.
Yeah.
So both of them are winners.
Yeah.
You know? So in the interest of the children, You know? Add another one.
That would be good, you know.
Yes, I think that would be more
That
suitable,
would
you
be
know?
good. That would be good. Right now, it's not going to hurt Scotia.
Not at all. If they want to even cream off a little fraction of percentage off of the bank fees them and put in that direction. Divert the funds.
But that has been that done already.
Well, that again, you know. But I hope that justice is done at the end of the day. And I want to thank the principal for the Nagahead Primary for trying her best.
Yes, man.
And they must come to the table and deal with the issue once and for all.
Yeah, man. And I tell people all the while, these schools here,
yes,
these unknown schools, these children are going to make them into traditional schools. They are going to make them famous. So these children making these schools famous.
Indeed.
By them performance. And want to turn Nagahead into a non, so-called unknown, into a celebrated school.
Serious thing?
Yes, sir.
Little more.
Thank you very much, yeah.
Indeed.
Good morning. Welcome to State of Morning.
Celebrated school.
Yes, sir. Welcome. Good morning. Hello, ma'am, sir.
Good morning, Jerry.
Yes, welcome.
Interview here, Jerry.
Come again, ma'am.
The interview is here.
Yes, I know, but I'm not going to watch that. I'm not holding that again, sir.
Jerry, you know what, Jerry? Just a bad man.
Is that what?
You're a man. When you just somebody to kill them, you know?
No, put your mouth at the phone. Put your mouth at the phone and keep it there.
Hello? You hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You hear me there?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, let me ask you now, Jerry.
Yeah.
If you would take somebody to kill them, you'd have kill them.
If I did text somebody to kill them.
If you anybody when you don't like, can all them things there, text them to kill them. You have to kill them for kill them.
If I text, hold on, one thing at a time. If I text somebody to kill them.
What?
What you say? If I took somebody to kill them.
Yes, take somebody to kill them.
Take them like, you mean grab them and stick them up on
Yes, them are dead. They don't have a chance.
Oh yes, because your mind run on killing.
No, listen to me.
Hold on. No. The first thing that you make a statement about me, you're not going to get away like that. You make a statement about me. No, you hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You hold on. You don't know your head from your toe, and you don't know whether you is Portia or you yourself. You don't know yourself from Portia. So hear this now. You make a statement on the program, yeah? Broadcasting about Jerry willingness to kill people. See? And then now you are well acquainted with people who plan to kill people and who kill people.
Jerry,
that's why you're. What's that?
I'm a nice, loving person. I love my people, Jerry.
Yes, and that's why you talk. And that's why you come here. And that's why you come here talking about killing.
Jerry, you talk about what everybody do. All the bad things that everybody do.
Yes.
And you don't talk about all the bad things them. When you do,
when me do,
when your life I come up,
yes.
And you talk about the people, you talk about us, you talk about manly, and you talk about everybody,
yes.
And you was one of the biggest gunman back in your days.
But I stop. But I stop. No, the things I used. No, but the things I used to do.
Them a come down and the man and come tell you no. And I run and go hide things. I want to go hide.
No, the things I used.
Talk about them, you come and talk about people.
No, but
about in a year days and the bad things and so now.
But I stopped say that in form of a dead. I stopped say that. You laugh under your breath, we're hearing the same way.
Jerry, alright now, you said this morning now.
Yeah.
Or the Prime Minister talk about dead rob. You come
no, what did I say? What did I say about dead rob? What did I say about dead rob?
You said the Prime Minister had said the man dead. And like dead rob the man.
No, not dead rob the man. Not dead rob the man. Correct it. What did I say?
I don't know what that means.
You don't know. You don't understand what I was saying. You have no idea.
Alright. No, you said the baby born and the mother dead. So this robbed the baby.
Me said the baby born. Well, me said that the baby born and the mother dead.
You say now one of the kids say. if a baby born and the mother dead, some other people there to take care of the baby. You understand?
You hear me say that?
Love that baby.
Hold on, you hear me say that?
Yes, Jerry.
You're out of your mind.
Yeah, man, I'm not out of my mind. Are you out of your mind? I just come from the phone, so you never come from the phone at morning time. And even the first thing I'm talking
We have any more call here?
The first thing I come
Look here now, hear me now. Hear me now. Hello, listen to me. I'm going to try to see if I can get somebody to tie you down in their bed. Or you're not well. But I'm not going to make them go.
Yeah, tell a man about how many of Bellevue.
No.
I said, yes, a Bellevue me live. Come on now. When they are attack, we are on the door. And the man leave you. You understand what I'm saying? You can't put up people that way there.
No, true. Alright, sorry. Alright, sorry. Here, I'm going on next call. Good morning, welcome to the straight up. Morning. Good morning, welcome to straight up. Hello.
Morning, Jerry.
Wagwan.
You know, I could have called first this morning, you know.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm going low the phone little.
Yes. Yeah.
And believe me, I'm sorry me do that, you know. Because when me a little boy, you know,
Yeah.
4-year-old and all them years, and my mother.
Hold on, I don't want you to interrupt. I want people here straight. I'm going to go for a break and come back and just tell you straight from your phone.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. Well now, the wise people know, say, and them said this, them ask this question of the so-called death, which is a non-existent, non-living. Death is a non-living, not an individual, not a person, not a life thing, you know. Death. Death, where is thy sting? And grave, where is thy victory? And some idiot people that talk about, say, death rob. Death rob us of Mr. Chang. Mr. Chang, death rob us. And don't have no sense. Otherwise I'm going to ask death, where is your sting? Since it's so bad. And of the grave, where is your victory? Since it's so bad. Since it's so big and bad and a threaten. Where is your sting? And where is your victory? But I'm not understanding. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up.
Yes, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
As I was saying, when my mother was teaching me to read, I can remember back when I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
You know, one of the first things she taught me,
Yes.
that calling words is not reading.
No.
Calling words
Yes.
is not reading.
True.
So you couldn't tell my mother nothing about the cow jump over the. She ever ask you if you not see no comma and no full stop, what you do with them.
Yes.
So, as you are correctly saying, you see, so some people have to take some of the blame, share the blame with the speech writer.
Yes.
Because calling words is not reading.
No.
Okay, now the broadcast commission, you see,
Yes.
are them responsible for because the station them are jumble up. Are who responsible for that?
Well, I believe is it the Broadcasting Commission that allocate wavelength, wave bands? I think so, you know. I think so.
So hold on.
So,
them only listen sharp for hear you say something to class you.
For your slip.
Yeah. So them now listen and say the thing get jumbled up and station are running to station and the thing now not space.
Yes. We have banned people are broadcast over other people. We have banned and all kind. I don't know the technical way to explain, but mixed signals.
And lastly, from the other day to I hear it long before that, but I hear the one Willie the other day call.
Yeah.
And I talk about you mustn't just say Porsche. Then one at the time, I don't know if you did that here, but she could have son older than you. She never have you when she are 4 and 5?
No, when she are 2.
Look here, I want to go there here, my brother.
Yes, but look here now. Don't you know that the more you respect somebody, the more you call them by them first name?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Kennedy, one of the great American presidents. Obama, every day you say Obama. No, everybody say Mr. Obama. Jesus, you ever hear anybody say Mr. Jesus?
No.
Mr. Jesus. No, man, a Jesus you call him.
Exactly, because your friend.
Yeah, your friend, man, I tell you. Closer than a brother.
Oh gosh, man, Gift.
Thanks, sir. Mr. Garnett.
No, sir, no, sir.
All right. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Hey,
Morning, welcome.
this is Small.
Yes, ma'am.
You're doing an excellent job.
Hey, thank you very much for the
You're getting
rating.
better and better every day.
Are true, ma'am?
Justice is justice.
Yeah.
You cannot live from me, myself, and I.
No.
Me, myself, and I.
Yeah.
Others have to have their part.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, Wilson Mandela,
Yeah.
while he was alive, they had him trying to get him under their feet.
Yeah.
And while he was dead, the guy that was doing
The sign language.
right, even then they are jealous of him to achieve what he have achieved.
Yes.
Because in Venezuela he was not doing it properly.
No.
Still at Nelson Mandela
Yeah.
to keep him down. But who God bless, no man curse.
No, no, no.
Take care, listen.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Sir, Jay,
Yes, sir. Welcome.
yes, sir. Kind of on two issues.
Yeah, yeah.
One, yesterday I called and said that they made a comment that suppression and crime act is 40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is not 40 years, it's less than that. There was suppression and he didn't correct the caller.
Yeah.
And suppression and crime act was somewhere in 76, 77 or 78.
Yeah.
It couldn't be 40 years.
Oh, I think I'm merging it with the gun court legislation.
Okay, that proves that Mr. Manley implemented.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. One other thing, sir.
Yeah.
You made a comment about the speech that the Prime Minister made. I'm listening.
Not the speech. Not the speech. That phrase. Not the speech.
Oh, so you are saying that's not the right phrase?
No, I don't say not the right phrase. I said such a phrase is idiotic. Because then,
I was listening to it and I think more or less when I used to speak this morning about it, I was thinking that way that the speech could be better.
Yes, man, because
you know that she's not very good at those things.
What she not good at?
You're giving a good speech.
No, man, no, sir, no. That's when she's reading a speech to someone that way. When she's talking out herself, she's fluent.
Oh.
When she's talking out herself, she's fluent. But they are afraid that she will talk out too much things too plain.
Yeah.
Is it plain talk about them afraid, I know?
Yeah.
Or some of our handlers.
Yeah.
Because,
I might have to so hang up.
Yeah,
I was in the Hanover Eastern constituency, Hanover for Mr. D.K. Duncan.
Yeah.
And I had passed a playfield where the community used it. It was a community center.
Yeah.
I saw my football team go there and play there. And
I know
you know what is on that?
I know that feel.
You know what is on that field, Mr. Jerry?
What?
Goat pen.
Goat pen.
Yes, a lot of goats tying feeding on that field now, and I couldn't believe it. There's a lot of people live in that community.
So the goat them don't move even then?
No, the people them tie the goat and the field. It grows, you know, it's like it's abandoned.
Oh.
And become a bushy place and people tying goat on it.
Yeah.
Another thing, sir, the border St. James and Westman, you know that bridge? Up there past Mount Pillar Showground.
Yes, man.
You know that bridge glass took up both sides of the bridge, Mr. Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
Both sides. If you come in and you don't know that that bridge is there,
yeah.
and
I know the bridge.
Vehicle come in, you might lick in the
I know the bridge.
Because take up grass, take up both sides of the bridge.
Yeah, I know. All right. We have to go now, but thanks for pointing it out.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Good morning, Mr. Jerry.
Welcome, sir.
Good morning to your listeners.
Yes, sir.
I heard that they want to start to charge the people for doing jaywalking. The jaywalking is really bad, but So what I noticed in Jamaica, the people, they really don't know how to cross the street. Could they teach them to cross the street before they start to charge them?
Yeah, the children know how to cross the street better than most adults. Because
I've been driving this for over 60 odd years.
Yeah.
And I really have a problem with them. And I say, when that policeman charged the motorist, because I was in a vehicle one afternoon coming over the motorist, the driver crossed the pedestrian, because the pedestrian was on the opposite side,
yeah.
and he walked on the sidewalk and just stepped right in the pedestrian crossing, coming across the road, and the policeman saw the vehicle was already on the pedestrian, driver crossed, and he was there to stop him and prosecute him.
Yeah.
You know, so it is bad. Could they teach them how to cross the road, sir? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up Along.
Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Quick correction.
Yeah, man. Walk on.
The suppression, you know, enough people are confused.
Yeah.
The state of emergency.
Oh, yes.
Suppression of the Crimes Act.
Yes.
Suppression of the Crimes Act was implemented in 1974.
That's the year I usually hear
right?
quoted.
I'm not asking nobody about that.
Yeah.
And enough of them confused suppression of the Crimes Act with the state of emergency. The state of emergency came 2 years later.
Yeah. I did want to reason with him somewhere about through time did short. Because most time when you want to clarify, people really understand. You ask about some of the surrounding events and things. But I think I know that you understand it.
Yeah, man, give that.
Thank you very much. We have some text messages there, please. Yes, we do. Yeah, man, it's good to see the athletes then, because this year was a big year of setbacks and injuries and all disqualifications of Jamaican athletes, you know. Whole heap of setback, injury, disqualification, all kind of thing. And yet them still come shining through. And we must learn from Brazil that although them is the gods of football, you mustn't get carried away. When you lose, you're going to feel like you're in a dream world and you're going to be in denial and all kind of thing. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up Along.
Jerry.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes some people say something, you know.
Yeah.
And some man hear correct.
Yeah.
They put it way.
Yeah.
When I support deaf ears give?
Deaf ears? No trouble.
No man, they have like a phrase for it.
You mean hard ears speaking by a rockstone?
That too. But then the one next one, what deaf ears give some man other trouble.
Yes.
Anyway, the person who talk about calling is the first said it.
Yeah, no, calling Portia by her first.
A young man,
yeah.
Which Portia could be his mother.
Yes, yes.
The man was say you.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So when we correct that?
No, but I never hear about no young man thing. You clarifying that to me now.
No. But the person who talking to you,
a young man did do that when he.
Yes.
Which young man that?
One young man like I said, the Portia.
Yeah. And what wrong if him say Portia?
And somebody called.
Then hold on. When Portia campaigning, you see, what mark on the T-shirt them?
Well, just like what it says.
You, I'm asking. What mark?
Portia.
So why them not mark Miss Portia on the T-shirt?
That's a campaign. We're not about campaign.
Oh, you're not about campaign?
Yeah.
So when them a campaign, them a pretend like they and them are equal.
No.
But really and truly them is above you.
No, not above. I gotta say something to you.
You can't hide the truth from the youth. You can't steal the fruit, not the root. Cause the youth, how will they root?
Yeah, I'm Jerry Small, host of Straight Up. And this is my grandson, Josh. What is it about this program that would interest you, Josh?
I like the interesting topics that your listeners call in with, and I like the debates that you have with them.
Straight Up from 9 till midday, weekdays on Newstalk 93.
It's like a brilliant Marley and fire rip.
Yes, we're going to go back to the phone, but we're going to play a little piece of music. This one for, what's his name? Odin? Richards, or the name? Richards, or the Richards? Yeah, man, it's because Kemar Bailey Cole also, they win 2 gold medals yesterday, but it was Ordain Richards who opened it. Let's play this for him. Open the door, Richards. Straight up.
Open the door, Richard. Open the door, Richard.
Yeah, that is Louis Jordan. Louis Jordan from the 40s there. But Richard opened the door. Richards opened the door, and Veronica Campbell Brown and Caron Spen. What's your name? Caron? Oh, Caron? Yeah, man, Caron. And Bailey, the 100 meters male champion there. Them start the pouring. Open the door and start the pour. Good morning, welcome back to Straight Up.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
My youngest child was at the university, Taylor Hall, leader of the opposition. And
hold on. He was at the university in Taylor Hall. What is about leader of the opposition?
And I said, my youngest child
was there with the leader of the opposition?
Right at the same Taylor Hall, right?
Same time as
right.
Same time as Holness.
Yes, and I still refer to him as.
No, your voice coming and going.
No, I said I still refer to him.
Yeah.
As Mr. Holness.
Yes, then nothing wrong if you call him Mr. Holness. And not wrong if I call him Holness.
So, but what I'm saying, sometimes when this statement that I made at the time, I said a young man was just calling the Prime Minister by her Christian.
Alright, by the way now, suppose...
Name like that.
Yes, by then Christian name. You can call somebody anything greater than by them Christian name. You want name Christian name.
I want surname too.
You want better than that?
Yeah, surname.
Alright, listen here now. Alright, Elizabeth, you see? Elizabeth is one of the greatest queens that England has seen. What do you say about that?
Yes, but they put Queen Elizabeth though. They keep on saying...
No, Elizabeth. And Diana is one of the most beloved members of the royal family in history. Diana.
Is that right? We're not on it.
No, I'm going straight to the point. And that dog that's messing on your sidewalk, you have no shame. That dog have no shame.
Let us talk about something else.
Yes, sir.
Alright. My thing about the fire now.
Fire?
Yes, the fire.
Yeah.
Is that if a man slash and burn, which is an easier route than feeding, I don't think they should put him in prison for that. If he catch a place of fire. I'm not talking about burning people house maliciously.
Is it dog that made that song? Hello? Are you there? It look like Willie overcome by smoke or some other gas. Willie, are you there? Him overcome by smoke or some other gas. And my mind tell me say the dog, you know. Yeah, him saying that him don't think people should be arrested for slash and burn. But if him catch fire otherwise and it burn down people's place, where do you draw the line? Does a fire carelessly lit by somebody, carelessly, they don't care, and then after that they don't take care of the fire? Carelessly, does it have to burn down somebody's place, and does it have to kill animals and kill people before that person become criminally liable? No. Carelessness that put other people's property in danger, and even your own property in danger, should be a criminally recognized action. Especially fire. Something like fire the way it's so hard to control. Out of control. And when nature meet up with it, nature not care about fire and breeze, you know. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up. Yes, ma'am, how are you?
King Celestia, Rastafari, blessed Muslim Mr. Small.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I will have to big up to all of the athletes in Glasgow, you know?
Yes, sir. All of them, whether they are Jamaican or not?
All of them, man, from all over. Big up the Commonwealth.
But especially the Jamaican African.
Especially the Jamaican, man.
Whether they are African or not, the Jamaican athletes.
Yes, man. I'm not telling you about love the African people, man. We live from Nigeria, Mr. Small.
What a blessing.
Me I tell you what a blessing, man, Mr. Small. Me I tell you.
It
was a great running, Mr. Small.
I know, man. He was great, man. And she a long jump at you know.
Yeah, but Moscow, you see the body type she has?
Body type?
Yeah, man. She have an athletic body, you know.
Yes, sir.
If you notice, most of our athletes are run because small and run so fast, they still not have an athletic body.
Why is that so?
Because when we consider to be an athletic body, somebody like man Blessing,
yeah,
and somebody like Kerry Stewart,
yeah,
Sharon Simpson, Sharon Calvert, and them girl.
Yeah,
but even our girl, Sharon Fraser, is not athletic, but she has enough because she kind of short and stocky.
No, a beauty contest and body shop.
Yeah. He must have a power in not an athletic body, but you see
I don't know
athletic body.
I don't know about Asaf and him body, sir.
Yeah, greetings again one more time, you know?
No, I just run around more, yes.
Yeah,
no,
man.
But there's many different athletic body types still, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But Glasgow is in London, Mr. Small?
No, Glasgow in Great Britain, up in Scotland. Up in Scotland. I don't even up in, but at the northern part of the Great Britain, the island there. England.
So that's all like the cool part.
Otherwise known as England.
Oh,
at the part way up in the north, on the side of the north.
How did Commonwealth come about? Why is it called Commonwealth?
Commonwealth are the pirate them wealth. Commonweal. A really Commonweal, you know. W-E-A-L. Are the pirate them what them claim and claims are them family one. Commonwealth, you know, where them capture, the land them where them capture all around the world. All of the land them where them capture all around the world.
Yeah.
Them dominion where them say them have dominion over the earth. And not them have dominion over the earth, you know. A human being have dominion over the earth. But
yes,
human being. Yes, but afterward them claims that them have dominion over the earth. Them.
What's it happening now? A human being supposed to run things, you know, and come to an agreement and a set of rules.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And when you come together and a set of rules, then you elect somebody at the head and you just say, all right, let them steer the ship, you know?
Yes, for a limited time, not unlimited
time. For a limited
time, yes.
Yes, but it can back me like a really, you know?
Yes.
And whether you like it or not, you have to go out.
Yes, yes.
Yes, because you must just pass on the button.
Yes, if you run past out the line with the button, you just not only
disqualified.
The whole team disqualified and you now run the next race.
Right.
Yeah.
Red card, you push up right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a great thing, man, but people are trying to use dominance, you know?
Yes. Dominance.
Yeah, man, and also they come, man.
Alright, tell me something now.
Yeah.
500 years now. Our people, our African people in a captivity down here. 500 years. You believe that going on the next 500 years? You believe that this work that elect the people who were elected in Jamaica to help the Jamaican people? You believe them can go and hold them down under Commonwealth and under Queen for the next 500 years?
No, man.
Oh.
No, man. Victory close inside, you know, Mr. Small.
Alright.
Because I tell you, our African people get educated, you know, Mr. Small.
Very much so.
Because most people say think education is when you go for you have to get a doctorate and all them things there, you know.
No.
Most of the education that people really get, that people know, you have to educate yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you have to educate. Because even at the Commonwealth, can you imagine, Mr. Small, our athlete run and have something time around his head up on his back mark operation right now?
Yes, man, terrible. I want to tell you. 44 years ago, 1970, at the Commonwealth Games, where Quarry go mash it down and Billy Miller and Mikey Frey and them there. Mikey Frey and some other Commonwealth, so-called Commonwealth that is organize and demonstrate against South Africa, following up them demonstration in 1968 in Mexico against discrimination in the United States around the world. And them follow it up in the South and demonstrate against South Africa. And them times them get afraid of the Jamaican athlete because them know the Jamaican, some of them willing to demonstrate. And Mikey Frey go on to come back and go Olympic 72 and come in the finals after he was 14 at the heat, he was 14 at the trials down here. Not supposed to go away. But them send him up on the relay team. And he managed to get in at the 100 meters at the Olympics. Although he was fourth in the trials down here. And come, and come fifth in the world. And him go on till 76 him come back again. Him captain the Jamaica team 1975, go to Cuba. And 1976 him qualify and for go to the games, the Olympic Games of Montreal. And them rule him out of the team because I'm a Rasta. And even my good brethren Herb McKinley and some other ones who are good friends. But them make some bad move and rule off Mikey Free off of the team from going to the Montreal Olympics, which you must qualify to do. And instead of through them rule him off now, the Jamaica team, they never enter a relay team. For the first time Jamaica do enter 4x100 relay team. With Quarry winning the 200 and coming second in the 100. A man like Bradford and many other youth there, some terrific sprinter we had there. And no 4x100 team just because they wanted to spike Mikey Free. Nastiness and wickedness. Yeah, nastiness.
That turbulent trade, man.
That is what Jamaica did in 1976.
That turbulent trade, man. All them said they don't want the Rasta get too much exposure.
Yes, because they're going to lead the world. They're going to go to the Olympics and lead the world. And lead the world.
They're going to be a big influence.
Yes, sir.
Because what I'm noticing, Mr. Small, when you have such an influence and you are willing to use your influence on the behalf of your people, not try to get you down, you know.
Yes, you get influence to use positively and you get privilege to use positively. That's what they do. And you get success to use positively. That's what they want to do.
That's what you are supposed to do. Use it positive on your people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Use your privilege to help the underprivileged, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And if me get privilege for host this little show here for a little brief moment, I have to use it positively. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Therefore, my time up now. Give thanks.
Well, therefore, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Morning, welcome. Are you there? Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, brother. Alright, we have some text message meanwhile you come. Next one. Jerry, please send birthday greetings to Lincoln Lawrence, lecturer at the Brownstown Community College in St. Ann, from Mom Louise and brother Ralston. Well, Lincoln Lawrence, your birthday today, and your mother Louise and your brother Ralston send greeting to you. Brownstown Community College. Tell him if you know you're probably in a lecture and not lecture. Next one. Jerry, do you think that these lotto scam raids are a sham? I cannot believe that so many people getting involved in a scam that is so highly visible. Think about it, Jerry. The logics don't add up. Well, here it is now. It's a lot of money. I don't see anything illogical about it. A lot of money is there, available, even if it is wrongdoing. And people are going after it, and it's not the Jamaican government really going after them. It's the United States government insisting that if you don't hold some of these lot of scammers, we're going to withdraw some of the money from you. Think about it again, please. Next one. Jerry, I'm glad that you interviewed members of the Zebulon dub system, which is also the Israelite reggae band from Israel, the Promised Land. They said that they love the music because of its message and beat. I am sure that most of our dirty lyrics will not get into the Israel music market and played by the reggae band. You will never hear the Jews accept Selassie as God or Jehovah, the coming king. They see him coming from the line of Solomon. This dispersion of the Jews across the four corners of the world were predicted in the book of Deuteronomy, Ezekiel and Zechariah. And one of the corners of the world that they dispersed to is Africa. Yes. And that's one of the first places that they must disperse to, Africa. And nobody is here preaching to them that, well, some people might be, but I am not preaching to them that Selassie is God or anything like that. Them can go and hold with them hold, and we know what we know, that the Almighty is in us and around us, and so on and so forth. And them know that if them have any sense too. And the Almighty in a Selassie, the Almighty don't do in the hands. You never know so the Almighty in the hands and in our life. Yes, in all life the Almighty there. And bodies born and bodies die. All bodies born and die. Yes. And one day the sun going burn out too. You never know say the sun going burn out too. So go and fret about that. Some people spend them time fretting about death. And others fretting about the sun going burn out so much million years into the future. You can go and fret about that. Life has already provided for us. And you are afraid. Life provides for us already. And you are afraid say the sun will burn out one day. You know what sun burn out in time past? Only for sun burn out already before, you know. Oh. Next one. Jerry, every man is biased in their opinion, including you. Stop criticizing other people's speech. You are at fault too. Oh, So we mustn't make any criticism, and nobody mustn't criticize me. Are you an idiot? I don't say you're an idiot, I'm asking you. Are you an idiot? Stop criticizing other people's speech, you are at fault too. Then I feel no way when people criticize my speech. No, come on, man. I know you have more sense than that. Your sense have more than you have more sense than your pen. Alright, I could blame it for your pen, because I know that your sense have more pen than you. I don't know what you do. Next one. Jerry, why worry? The Prime Minister is not that smart anyway. That's what you believe. You believe Saporsha not smart. She's trying to be, I mean, she's smart, but she might not clever, but she's smart. You believe Saporsha not smart? That's okay, man. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up. Yeah, man, when you say all KD night have to come back, come up with Porsche, you must know. But Porsche need KD more, KD need her still, you know. And Porsche need Peter Phillips more, Peter Phillips need her too. But you know, that's how marriage goes sometimes. Marriage and different liaison. That's how them go. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, ma'am, welcome.
Yes, I'm already listening to your program.
Yes, ma'am.
And I like the flow, you know.
You like what?
I like the flow. I like how you straight up with the things.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, remind me of Mr. Perkins.
Come on, I remind you of Mr. Perkins.
Yes, some cartel speaking here.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yes, but, you know, so many crazy things happen in the country very small, you know, so I really don't put my mind on it, because if I put my mind on it, I think I'll go crazy. So what I do is, I just need music to soothe my mind and my soul.
That's good,
yeah, this morning I know that the program is not a music calling program, but I want to dedicate 2 songs.
Yes, ma'am.
I haven't heard them a long while.
Which one?
Yes, one is Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
I Got to Be Me.
What name?
I Got to Be Me.
Got to Be Me. I played sometime.
Yes.
Got to, of course, Got to Be Me.
Yes. And I'm going to dedicate the next one to you, Frank Sinatra, My Way.
My Way, may I tell you?
Yes. But the part with the final curtain, that part doesn't follow because the work hasn't done as yet.
No, but hear me now. Your work not be done. Your work not be done for you sing My Way.
No, but through the final curtain part.
No, the final, anyway, every performance of a final curtain. So every time Sinatra have a concert, there's a final curtain. There's a curtain go down in the intermission. And then more time him organize and get a forward, and afterward the final curtain means I'm not coming back, you could have ball to you.
Oh, that's by the final curtain.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought that the work that's finished, you know?
Yes, but you don't fret. Look here, we don't fret about words, you know. I want to fret about death. If you're sensible, when you grow up and you get to understand yourself, you're not going to fret about death.
Yes.
It is natural for people to fret about death. But after you get, but we are duty bound to grow past the natural. Natural is great now, not leaving it behind, but our duty is to grow past natural and keep the things that are natural and add to them things that are supernatural.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it's a privilege we have that, you know, to add supernatural to natural.
Yes.
So my way and I Got to Be Me.
That one for you.
Thank you very much.
The next one, Davis, Sammy Davis.
Come again?
Sammy Davis Jr.
Yes,
I Got to Be Me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Whether you're right or whether you're wrong.
Right, yes.
Thank you very much, yeah, ma'am. What part of Jamaica are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kingston, Lancaster.
Yes, ma'am, I tell you.
Take care.
Thank you very much, yeah, ma'am. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up. Morning, welcome.
Good morning, Jerry.
Yes, sir, what going?
Tell me now, Bridget.
Fine, thank you.
Yes, man. Look here.
Yes, sir.
The criticism,
yeah.
Mr. Mandela this morning, who was saying that about him robbing people's son?
Oprah Winfrey, who almost worship him.
Yes.
She had to contact him and publicly say to him, so the quotation that you make all the while, people start to attach it to you that is your original words, but it's not your words, and you have not been given the lady credit who wrote those words, a young white woman who Oprah met. And Mandela humbly accepted the correction and started to give credit to the lady, saying it's fair words. You know the speech of me attack?
Yes, man. I don't know it's so good, but I heard it, you know?
Yeah. You have the sense, right? The gist of it, yes.
Yes.
Where I'm saying, there is no virtue, in other words, there is no great achievement in smalling up yourself, making yourself seem small and nothing to make somebody else look great. I know a lot of people, even some of the people who have praise exposure, they must small up themselves to make she look great enough. But Mandela said there is no virtue in that.
No.
He said what is really happening is that you are afraid of how great you are, because when you find out how great you are, it forces it to work. A lot of people don't want to know how great them is now, because it's going to force them to work.
Exactly.
And some people are lazy, so them can't bother with work. You have a lot of great sprinters in Jamaica sitting on a rum bar right now, you know. A lot of great footballers are betting shop now when them start to kicking the ball, because they're afraid of the work. Right.
I mean, I don't know why this whole honorable business and all that sort of thing they answer. But I mean, if my man referred to me, most of the time referred to me by my name. You know what I mean? Mr. Thing, but let's say you're another Mr. Business.
Alright, let's go for a break there, Mr. Hold on. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm saying, the acknowledgement for respectability is there, yes. Nobody not saying nothing if a man referred to you, Mr. or Mistress or so, yes. Acknowledgement and respect is due. But the way some people and the politicians in this country take it, you know what I mean? Most honorable this, I mean, Portia seems to me now. Most honorable this, most honorable that. Most honorable what?
It's an idiot thing. You know how it came about? You know how it came about?
Yes.
Now, Patterson was moving to take Jamaica out of the Privy Council and put it under the Caribbean Court of Justice, and also to take Jamaica, remove the Queenship as head of state. But when the Queen is head of state, all prime ministers in the Commonwealth, I believe, they get the privilege of being called Privy Councillor to the Queen. You know? So them call, and when your name Honorable P.J. Patterson, Prime Minister of Jamaica, PC, it means you are a Privy Councillor to the Queen, and you are entitled by virtue of that to be referred to as the Honorable P.J. Patterson. Now when they were going to remove, when they was planning to remove Jamaica from under Privy Council to the Queen, it wouldn't be called most honorable, we wouldn't be called honorable again.
No.
So therefore he made up a new thing now, most honorable. And him call Siaga and make him know, say if you agree to it, you also will be called most honorable, even though he's a past Prime Minister. And your wife going to be called most honorable, even if you pass away, she will be called most honorable for the rest of her life. And then make a deal between them. All that is to boost up themselves. It's an idiot thing. Big idiot thing.
Because
none of the Maroons would have none of it. None of it.
In other countries in Bongo.
What is about none of it? What is about none? None of the Maroons would have none of it.
And the Maroons would have none of it.
Yeah, she would return the fire. She would return the fire from the back end.
Right. I mean, in other countries, I mean, Mr. Obama has not referred to as the most honorable.
Not at all. Not at all.
Or whatever.
Just Mr. President.
But Mr. President.
One time. Not every minute. Not every minute you Mr. President. There was one time in SP.
Exactly. You know what I mean? People must break down this foolishness, man, and this and that, and, you know? But then politicians, this and...
we have to break it down.
Yes, we have to break it down.
We have to break it down.
And another thing, Bongo, I would like to commend our athletes.
Yes, sir.
You saw that race with Mr. Ashmead?
I don't get to watch it yet.
Okay, you saw that, Bongo, when he was running, you know? You know what, him pulled his leg straight.
I believe so, I
saw. And the man run on.
Yes, man.
The man continue.
Yes, sir.
I said, big up Mr. Ashmead, man.
And through that now we have to watch it, because both going into the relay, we don't want Ashmead injury jeopardize the relay, but we have enough depth. We have enough depth there, we can pull him out and put somebody in there.
Mr. Bailey Cole, all our athletes are doing well now. We're picking up all our athletes. They are doing very well. Veronica Campbell.
Yes, sir.
Brown. Right?
She's back.
Yes, she's back.
And Teron.
And Teron Stewart.
We're proud. And the one named Shelwan and Campbell. Now what about them? I have three females in the 400 final now? It run it?
The other three?
The 400 women's final, run?
No, I don't think it run.
I have the 400 women's hurdles too. I think we have a couple in there.
Yes, we have a couple of them in there.
And one of the greatest things is when we start to excel in the weights. Weights and distance running.
Right.
Them think that we was not our traditional realm.
Yes, I know. You know, the woman them look good too.
You know how to mention that, man.
Them stand out there.
And them make me...
Bongo, Jerry.
We better terminate it here, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up.
Hello?
Good morning, welcome to the Hello.
Night time?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just a couple of quick points.
Yes, sir.
And it's the topic of quotations and speeches.
Yes, sir.
The thing that Bob Marley sang about, emancipate yourself from mental slavery.
Yes, yes.
Was it said by Marcus Garvey?
Yes, it's Marcus Garvey, paraphrasing Marcus Garvey's words. And the one about war.
I know.
It's paraphrasing his Imperial Majesty's speech and so on. Yes, yes. Yes.
The other point too I want to mention is the Joseph brother selling into
Egypt, yes.
Into slavery, what have you?
Yes, yes.
And he went down into Egypt.
Yes, sir.
That means he went down into Africa.
Yeah, he went into Egypt. He went across into Egypt. But it is termed down because hold on 1 minute.
Sorry, I couldn't use the word down.
No, it's not wrong. But I just giving a couple reasons why it is referred to as down. One because of how the map stay of the world. The southern part is usually
referred to as down.
No. The southern part is usually drawn on the map as on the bottom of the paper, and the northern part on the top part of the paper. So it's down on the paper, but it's not down on the world because the earth round. The part of the world not higher than the part of the world not higher than none. The next thing is this: that Egypt, the word Egypt, it come from a word. There's another word used for Egypt, Sheol. The same word we get the word jail from, Sheol. Sheol or jail, it means the grave.
Okay.
The word jail come from the word Sheol.
Okay.
And those were used as alternate name for Egypt. And it is like going into a jail.
So,
but yes, we were saying, you were saying that Joseph went to Egypt.
He went to Africa.
Yes, sir.
From some place out there where his brothers told him.
Yes, sir.
So,
to the Midianites.
Correct to say that he was where they were not in Africa at the time?
No, they were not in Africa.
Okay, all right.
They were not in Africa. And the Midianites were traveling in and out of Africa, trading.
Okay.
And the Midianites were going into Africa, and his brothers were going to kill him. But one of the brothers, I think it is. Hold on.
I was going to say no, but you are waiting.
No, it's the listeners. Okay. Me and you talking for the listeners' benefit. One of the brothers wanted to save him. I think it's the one with name
Benjamin, I believe.
Is Benjamin? No, Benjamin wasn't there.
He and Benjamin.
No, hold on a minute, please. Two of we are talking on cross purpose.
Sorry.
But what is it? One of the brothers we want to save him, so them said, so I couldn't bother save him, man. I could get a drink out of him. I could sell him to them, man, they with the camel, them, we are going to Egypt, and we can have a drink upon that. But them really want to save him life. So them sell him to the slave trader, them, and them carry him going to Egypt.
Yes, I was wrong a while ago. I don't think it's Benjamin. But
no, it's not Benjamin.
What
I think Reuben.
Is quickly. So they sell him and he went into Egypt.
Yes, sir.
And then we know the story, the famine and anything. And then all the other rest of people went down there. And
listen.
100, 400.
Listen. Huh? Listen. When the brothers went back home, the father asked them for Joseph.
Remember, hold on. I know the story. I explained it to other people, right? Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
In the interest of time, I was going to tell you that I know the story. Maybe you're talking for other people to hear.
Yeah. When they went home without Joseph, the father asked them for Joseph. And them tell him some lie. But later on now when famine take them like how drought take Jamaica.
Yes.
And they heard that prosperity is in Egypt. Egypt was the America of that day.
Yes.
So them decide to go get on green card and go in Egypt, go trade.
Yeah.
And when them go in, they go buy corn. The man in charge of the Egyptian economy and the food was the same brother with them sell, but them never know.
Yes.
Because him come and bait different from how them come them bait.
But he recognized him, but they did not recognize him.
Yes. So anyway, him want him break a bread and him parents them, so him tell them say, him sell them the corn and trick them and arrest them, put them under arrest. Or him put some goods in them thing and search them on the border, make the custom search. Anyway, him bring the whole of them in there. So they never went in there as slaves. They went in there under recession and migrant like how people go on farm work or how people go migrate. They never went in as slave. But after a while, when you're in America, all 400 years, them bring down more and more restriction for you. That it come like in a slavery.
Anyhow,
you never go in as slave.
I think you have diverted. The point that I wanted to highlight really is not all that. What I wanted to look at was the point where they went into Africa, and then when they came back out of Africa, they think with the part of the Red Sea.
Yeah.
So they came back out of Africa then.
Yeah.
So in that sense, then it would stand to reason that those guys, Jacob and Joseph and all of them, they were not Africans then.
No, they went into Africa. They were not African. They went into Africa. They stay in Africa. Would you allow me, please?
Sorry.
Them stay in Africa over 400 years. A lot of them intermarry, and African blood become mixed in a their blood, and some don't intermarry. Some go out as pure Hebrew, and some go out as African Hebrew, as well as some other Africans was changing with the Hebrew them long years before that, from up in Ethiopia and up in Sudan, long before that.
Oh, because the way you were saying, when you talk, you say we, and as you're referring to, say, like when the Joseph was sold into slavery. I'm probably misinterpreting, but you talk as if you say it was you.
Me, same one.
That's the point that I was trying to clarify all along, you know.
Me, same one.
But it was you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because you have a 12 tribe of Israel, and they, as it is, they did not originate in Africa. They originated from out of Africa and went in and came back out.
You're saying it over and over again. Is stammering?
No, but you said you same one.
Me same one.
African.
Over and over and over again. Me same one.
Okay.
Over and over again.
All right. Okay. The next point, the last point I want to mention is Abraham.
Yeah.
His wife Sarah.
Yeah.
Was his sister?
No, him pass her off as his sister because him no want him and jealous of him.
No, it was his real sister.
Well, all right. Well, we are brother and sister.
All right.
But it's not a mother and father daughter though.
Yes. Maybe not the same mother and father, but they either the same mother or the same father, I'm not sure. But I'll find out, somebody can call up and confirm that.
But when him go to her, when she was 9 and him go to her and ask her for some sex, she laughed.
I know the story, I know that.
Then why you don't want me to talk about it? Why you don't want me to talk about it?
Pardon me?
Why you don't want me to talk about it?
Okay, I'm listening. I'm willing.
Yes, well then no. That's where the story, that's where the saying come from, the old fire stick.
Easy to catch.
Not easy, but it can catch because she laughed and him say, who laugh last, laugh best.
Okay.
And then now him laugh last when she say, she come and the next month come say, me pregnant. You see what you do? You know me 90 year.
Yes, I know.
I have to go. Thank you very much. You know, you was there?
No.
Well, I was there. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Yes, welcome to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Well, I have a guest who has been here before and we will to be here time and again. Maybe in a different capacity. This is a one-time Kernel of the Accompong Maroons. Mr. Mary the Road. The ones you are Kernel, are you don't you refer to as Kernel?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, man. Once you are being Kernel, you are continue to refer to as Kernel. True, sir? Like how all American presidents, even after them leave office, they are referred to as president.
You refer to Mr. Patterson as Prime Minister too?
Yes, yes. Yeah, man, Mary the Roy is here. And I know he has some concern because the Maroon, the Accompong Maroons, you know, they have a Kernel and they have a council. And they elect them from time to time. They are answerable to the community. And so on and so forth. And there's a vacancy supposed to be coming up. No, Mr. Rowe?
Indeed, next month.
So the Colonel's post and the committee, what the council name? What do you call the council?
Well, the Maroon Council.
Yeah.
Which is the governing body.
Yeah.
Headed by a colonel.
Yeah. Is it the Maroon Council of the Accompong Maroons alone or the entire Maroon Council?
No, for the Chulai Town Maroons, of which Accompong would be the political headquarters.
Yes, yes.
And Chulai Town Maroons are those, you know, in a number of areas like Whitehall and Cedar Spring, Elderslie, Aberdeen, Windsor and so forth, Garlands.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So there's a council. Is there a constitution?
Yes, there's a constitution. There's a constitution that is there that that must guide the run of the community.
Yeah.
But albeit it is not wholly delivered by the masses, majority.
Why is it not delivered?
Mean that many are not privy to the information, to the terms and support. And
so what year was that constitution drafted?
Well, in 2004, under the regime of then Colonel Sidney Petty.
Yes.
Yes.
That constitution was drafted. You played a part in the drafting of it?
No, I did not, because I had some concern as to the terms and conditions and those who head it, people who actually reside in America.
Who head what?
The committee that do the drafting.
No, but the committee is supposed to be answerable to the entire community, not true?
Yes.
And that wasn't so?
No, because some Maroons reside in America and they took it on themselves to do the actual preparation.
So Mr. Petty lived in America, wasn't it?
No, he lived in Accompong, but he was only given a basket to carry water, so to speak. They do it and ask him to endorse it by a signature and support, and he grasped the opportunity to do so.
So who ratified the constitution after it was drafted? Who ratified? The community ratified?
No, they said people, and witnessed by a just peace.
So anybody is concerned about this thing apart from you?
Yes, some people are concerned, and that is why it is not wholly accepted.
Yeah.
So there need to be some amendment and some revision and support.
All right, tell me something now. I just want to get a little feel of the constitution. The constitution names out the different officers that shall constitute the authority of the Maroon.
Indeed.
And how long is the time of service of these officers once they are elected? How long?
Well, for example, the colonel must serve a 5-year term to have election thereafter, and there is a body called the Maroon Full Council, and that consists of elected members, and the chair hold position for 7 years.
Elected for how long?
Well, the colonel elected for 5 years, the full council selected for 7 years. For 7 years.
All right. When the colonel is elected, does he have a staff or a cabinet or anything like that?
Yes, he has what you call council members, like a deputy colonel and...
No, hold on. The deputy colonel not elected too?
No, but
the colonel selects a deputy?
Selects a deputy.
And what other posts? What other offices?
And other offices, agriculture, security, housing.
And all of these are appointed by the colonel?
By the colonel.
So they are answerable to him?
To him.
So the community on a whole can question them or demand any information from them?
They can question, but they're not obliged to give them that full information.
No. So are there assemblies of the Trilanto Maroon, like where everybody assemble and are there assemblies?
It used to be, but consistency is lacking in the Maroon system at this time, and it needs a correction, and I am going to appeal to people in Jamaica who Maroon connected or have the Maroon interest at heart to assist us in coordinate and to get some of these things straightened out. Quite needed.
Are you concerned about the increase in or the decrease in autonomy of the Maroon, that where the government of Jamaica is taking over things that were agreed by between Britain and the Maroons, between England and the Maroons, that those things are sacrosanct and must not be violated, the autonomy of the Maroons, and the only jurisdiction that the Maroon Council don't have is the jurisdiction of life over life and death and things like that.
I am deeply concerned, and the colonel from time to time, they fail to act decisively. They fail to act, and we suffer at our own peril as a result of that. Sometimes it's lack of knowledge on the part of a given colonel why these things are happening without corrective or preventive measures. And one example is that the police and the soldier enter the reserve of the Maroons and to even destroy ganja field straight up.
But this is illegal.
It is illegal. As far as I'm concerned, it is a trespass. It's an invasion. I should carry severe penalty.
In terms of no, you ever talk, you heard about the year of PJ Patton and various people. You ever talk to them about these things?
Well, and that when I was there in the 90s, the prevalence was not there, but it's very rampant now since Colonel Petty came there in 1998 to this present day. The police and soldiers come at will and do it. I remember in the 70s I went to a park camp and I see on the notice board where they wrote to all concerned that the Accompong Maroon community is out of bone to all soldiers.
Yes.
And now it is not. Why? We have not given anything in black and white, giving them permission. And how is it at this time they can be perusing the Maroon community without permission and to do as they think best to suit them? They raided the place last year and they cut down the ganja, and their allegation about whose field was spared because they were able to make private financial arrangements and they weren't cut down. And we cannot continue to have that happen. If I were the colonel at this time, if they enter for any purpose, I would have to solicit legal assistance from wherever.
By the way, two things I want to ask you quickly. Are there any Maroon who has graduated with a law degree?
Yeah, we have a number of Maroons. We have Lana Green, Mrs. Lana Green. She resides in Kingston. You have a Minto here in Kingston, is a lawyer, and you have one in Montego Bay, Jacqueline Minto. She is a Maroon, a blood Maroon, and so forth. And there are other lawyers here that have Maroon connections, but they are not identified with the system, and it needs a lot of PR work to get them, to sensitize them of the importance of seeing their culture as paramount. Some of them are far away from it, and we need such a body. We need a Maroon Secretariat exists now in Kingston, but it is not functioning. I have been to meeting 3 times, no minute, we cannot get a minute. The Secretariat is headed by a Nigerian national, and on the colonels make up the Secretariat, and when they go there is no minute. They don't come back to the community and report to the community as is expected. So we're not sure what is happening.
Yeah, but this is how the British used to use some of the African sheep them against the African people. Let me ask you this now. Justices of the peace. On what basis are justices of the peace appointed in the Maroon community?
We are of concern because if we're a sovereign state, then we cannot accept the Jamaican appointed just like peace. I cannot accept that, and that need to be corrected. At some point it has to be corrected.
Now you have need of the authority of justice of the peace, don't you have need for that?
We have need for that.
But the Maroon community should be dictating who is justice of peace in their community.
Absolutely.
Now is it members of parliament now who is recommending these people?
Yes.
Who is it? Members of parliament are government members.
And councillors too.
Government.
Costas, they play the role. The Jamaican politics play
them something now. How are you stirring and sensitizing the young Maroons 40 years old and under? How are you sensitizing? Because if you don't do that, you're not going to reach anywhere.
Well, we have to take committee meeting. We don't wait on the colonel any longer, because we wait on the colonel that dead stock.
No, I'm asking specifically. Young people 40 and under, how are you cultivating them? You, Mr. Rowe.
Well, we want the comment one-to-one in groups, and we sensitize them as to all these things.
But a lot of young Maroons must have had high school education. And high school education is not the only indication of sense. People can have sense without even going to school.
True.
But you must be taking advantage of the exposure of some of these people. You must do it. If you don't do it, you're not going.
We have to. And the public meetings and other forums, even in our campaign issues when we have election time, I think these are critical issues that must bring to the people now in the Maroon districts. They must be sensitized and understand that the buying of 2 liquor is not the answer to illegal leader. but to the potency of the culture that we must protect. We can modernize, but not westernize or easternize. So we need to let them aware, let them be conscious of the fact that the way forward is to protect our legacy that our ancestors pass and live with us.
But you know, all what you said here is some sterling good words and speech, but I am interested now in the activation and the making of the call. We have to keep you after the news because I was hoping to have 25 minutes to do, but because of that long phone call, please, straight up. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Smart. And a lady, she called in and she requested 2 pieces of music. We're going to play one now and one later, Jah willing. Sammy Davis Jr. singing about her. I got to be me. That's what you got to be. Be ourselves. That's great. Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Straight up.
Whether I'm right.
Yes, that's Sammy Davis Jr. being himself, you know. And people claim say my Uncle Tom cause no friend of my white people and all them kind of way. But I'm not bow to the white man at all, you know. Equal terms to meet them pan. Well, he might bow to the white lady. And the white lady help take him out, but equal terms the white man have to meet them pan. And one time him say he's the most handicapped man in America because he's black and him is a Jew and him have one eye. That's why he make fun about himself, make fun about him own little problems, you know. But that's why him sense of humor help carry him through Sammy Davis Jr. And him, Michael Jackson, learned most of them tricks in trade from dancing and singing and showmanship. Michael Jackson, all them dancing him going with. Little Sammy Davis Jr. probably a 2, 3, 4 year old performing on the stage with him father Sammy Davis. That's why I'm named Sammy Davis Jr. You know. His father was before him as a great entertainer, and even more than Michael Jackson, James Brown patterned multi-talented entertainment by Sammy Davis Jr. You know, James Brown is one of the greatest dancers in the history of the world. Dance and perform, and well, Sammy Davis Jr. is a prototype of him and Michael Jackson and many more. And I'll do him conky me here and I'll do all kind of things. You know, them still stand up. Just like how the Maroon community, many things that the African community outside don't feel good about by what took place between the Maroon community and them, and certain agreement that the Maroon made with the British. They hand over, run away. But it's the same way like Sammy Davis Jr. You see him conky me, him walk with white people and turn Jew. But we don't have that against him. We know that he was struggling, all the way he was struggling for his people. Same way, that's what I was Mr. Merritt Rowe here, because that's what I tell you, I have him at least 10 minutes after the news. Mr. Rowe, when me come at the Maroon celebration, just as you were reminding me a while ago outside, when me come there, me say police, and police all want lock down dance in a Maroon community, and police I tell Maroon about him have to get permit to keep selling. What the Maroon allow? How the Maroon allow these things here? And the King of Britain couldn't stop them thing there in a 1738.
Well, you know, it's a pity the Colonel not here to answer that question. But the truth and in fact is that the treaty gives us autonomy, and only murder is exempt for us from doing full investigations
and jurisdiction.
Where the murder is willful, no justification, no self-defense per se. But you know, 3 celebrations ago, well, the police in Black River were adamant that we need to get apply permit to keep dance, which is a part of our celebration, our heritage.
Of course, the music and the dance, the music and the dance of the Maroon community is a military band.
Yeah, go hand in hand. And the present Colonel then, you know, in my view, did not take a necessary step to prevent that, albeit almost 3 months prior to the event, we had that information. And the police in fact came to the community and carried out their threats and they locked down most of the dance. And that was wrong, and it marred the celebration in many ways, financially and otherwise. The community lost, and it impinged greatly on our tradition and our custom. And to date, we have not even get an apology from the police high command on it.
Did you write the commissioner?
Well, I didn't write, but the colonel was so advised. But put it this way, if I was the colonel, they could not in the first instance, because I would take it to the highest level. Because Jamaica is a signature to the Convention on Human Rights for indigenous people's rights and support.
And there is no action like preventive action. You know of it months before, you move before.
Absolutely. And the police should be told in no uncertain term to publicly that they cannot, they have no lawful authority to do so under the Maroon laws.
But they know, you know.
They know. And much of what is passed in the parliament at Duke Street cannot applicable to the Maroon sovereign state. It cannot.
Well, this must be exerted. This knowledge and this fact must be exerted.
Yes.
Now tell me something, talking about the parliament at Duke Street. When you have a local government election and general election, what kind of campaign takes place inside of the Maroon territory?
Well, we campaign to the people to tell them what our plans are and that remind them that we're a sovereign state.
No, I mean when the politician outside, the national politician, the two party them, when they have them general election and local government election, what kind of campaign them carry on through the Maroon community?
Well, they do the regular campaign in the Maroon territories because some of the Maroons voted in the Jamaica elections.
Yeah, but they have a right to vote.
Yes, and support. It impinged it heavily on the fall pre to that system. But at some point, it will have maintain the schools, and we're not financially capable. It's time to do it, and it's because we need to put a better system in place so that we can enhance funds, can enhance development, because number of private individuals, both Jamaican and non-Jamaican, is willing.
I don't see you coming with no young people. You alone can't do this thing, and your generation alone can't do it. If you even have 20 man at home, how it going to work? Well, look here, we have a plan for lifetime, you know. Lifetimes, and therefore you have to have young people with you.
Because
we're talking about future plan, but I want to know what's happening now. By the way, females, are they eligible for any office, all offices in Maroon?
Yes, they are eligible.
All, including Kernel? Of course,
well,
but they must be. But if Nanny, I was on the greatest leader in Maroon, no?